Hey, what's going on, everyone? Zach here, and super excited to spend some time with you here. I will show my screen to you right now, but I want to take some time and show you how I target some ads. So I run a Facebook ads agency, as you may know, and I'm actually making this. I was making a video for a new guy that we're bringing onto the team to help us with managing our campaigns, and I was going to make some videos telling him how I want stuff targeted because it's a little bit different than the way some people do it. And so I was making him a video. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm sure a lot of you guys want to see this too, and you want to. This might help. This might be helpful. Who knows? But if it is, then awesome. I could do this live and record it for him, and then everyone's happy, and it works out. So I'm going to show you how I target my Facebook campaigns and get me out of this picture here because I'm not that great looking. There we go. So I will tell you this first and foremost that we are not affiliated with Facebook in any way. Like, I run ads as an independent person. This entire video is not affiliated. It's not endorsed by Facebook. It's not affiliated with Facebook in any way. This is strictly things that I have learned and picked up because of my experience using the platform, and these are my opinions. Okay, so now we've gotten some really good results, but I do want to make sure that that's very clear that this is just my own personal findings based on spending the amount of money that we have spent. Okay. And so we've got campaigns that generate hundreds, if not thousands, of leads every single day. And many of them in the $2 or less range. They're usually in the somewhere in that ballpark, $2 to $5 or whatever. And then we've got many campaigns that literally pay for themselves the very same day. They're self-liquidating funnels, and so we're running ads, and that very same day people are buying stuff and paying for 100% of the ad spend plus a profit. So they're pretty cool. So anyway, I want to get into this targeting thing because this is a big thing. If you make the perfect everything, quite honestly, targeting is the easiest thing to learn. I'm going to be straight with you. This is not that hard. We can go through this in 15 minutes. Copywriting and funnel creation is much harder, and having the know-how to deal with the money side of things. But even if you have a perfect funnel and great copy, you can still have a horrible campaign because the targeting was off. If you're getting your message in front of the wrong people, the whole thing can take a dump. So I'm going to show you guys how I target this, and we're going to get into that right now. So first and foremost, you can see over here on the right side, we've got this little document here, and I just want to show you, what we're looking at. So the first thing is let's think of a somewhere like a thing to sell. So I figured we could use a fitness product because a lot of people are into fitness. It's a very competitive marketplace, and I've had a lot of clients in the fitness realm. So I wanted to go there. So there's three different types of audiences. Okay, there's one which is custom audiences / retargeting, and that is going to be when you have a lot of ads rolling. So let's say you're sending thousands of people to your site every day, and of course the majority of them aren't going to buy that first try. So retargeting is when you can send an ad directly to those people who didn't buy, and it probably has different messaging in it and stuff like that. That's a custom audience / retargeting. The second one is a lookalike audience. So after you've built up a lot of traffic to your sites, or visitors or leads or sales or whatever, and maybe you already have all those things, you can take that data, upload it to Facebook, and they will basically take all that data and find all the people out there in the world that have similar traits to your buyers, leads, or sales, and make a humongous audience out of it. And it's really cool, super powerful. For the most part, not all the time, but for the most part, a lookalike audience is the best performing one out there. But you have to have a bunch of sales or leads before you can start making those things. The last one, this is where we start, is specific interests. So the easiest way to put it is you can target other people's fan pages. So that's what we do. We find our competitors, basically, so other people in the fitness niche who are selling similar stuff to we are. So let's say we're selling a fitness program or what have you, ebook or something like that. We're going to find people that are in the similar niche. So they're our competitors. We're going to target their audience and people that like other pages like that, right? Those are the specific interests. So I'll show you that here in a second, but basically we're going to find 30 of them. We're going to find 30 specific interests to target, and then we're going to test them all and find the best ones, and the ones that work the best, we're going to scale them up, right? Now, the best testing budget that I've found is between $5 and $10 a day, and if you're I want to talk about things if you have a low budget and a high budget. We'll start with the high budget because it's easier. If you have, some money to spend on marketing, what I would recommend is having 30 specific interests and testing them all at about $5 a day. And let them run for about 48 hours. And the losers, turn them off. And the winners, we're going to start scaling them. Okay. Now, obviously, that's going to cost you like $300 to do it. So it's a little pricey. Let me rephrase. It's a little pricey if you have no money. It's super freaking cheap if you have anything beyond zero, because to get that much data is incredibly valuable. All of my clients, I've just prepped them. I say this is going to cost, some money to test, but it's going to be so worth it because once we get this stuff right, we're going to drill in and we're going to make a ton of stuff happen, right? So if you don't have any money, like I didn't when I first started, when I was advertising for myself, when I very first began, I literally could only spend I barely even had $5 a day to spend. So I couldn't test 30 audiences at $5 a day or 10 a day. I mean, I could test like $5 period a day. So I would literally test an audience for like 48 hours, turn it off, go to the next one, which takes forever. That's what I did. And then I would save up some money and then I dump that money in and just try to test a little bit faster. But bottom line is we want to find 30 specific audiences to test this on. Okay, that's the very first place we're going to start. Then once we have a bunch of leads and sales, we'll make our lookalike and we'll make our retargeting audiences, and those will perform even better. Okay, so let's say we're in the fitness space. The first thing I'm going to do is find my competitors, like I said. So let's say we're selling some sort of fitness coaching product. I'm not going to go search for fitness.com or Beachbody or something like that, because those are companies that sell like a product, or it's a huge target. So like if we went into Audience Insights here inside of Facebook, and I'll show you how to get this here in a second, but if you go to Audience Insights and you type in fitness, there's 90 million people there. So that means 90 million people on Facebook have expressed interest in fitness, which is great, but that is huge. And our buyers in here, yeah, they're in there, but it's going to cost a cajillion dollars to find them in there. So we're better off narrowing it down to a couple 100,000 or a couple million people and targeting from there. So in this case, I want to find like a fitness guru. I want to find someone who is self-branded, who's probably selling their own product, because the brand that they've built is the people that I want. Okay? So in order to get to this page that I'm at here, this is called Audience Insights. And all you need to do is set up a business profile with your Facebook account. So if you don't have that, go to business.facebook.com and do that. And then if you don't have one, it'll say set up, and you can set it up, and then you make your stuff. And so once you make your business account, it's totally free. By the way, it doesn't cost any money. You don't have to run any ads. You just have it now. Once you have it set up, go up here to Business Manager and hit Audience Insights. Okay. So now you know how to get there. And Audience Insights is the holy grail, one of the holy grails of Facebook advertising, because you can get tons of info on things. So we're going to use this here in a second. So the very first thing I'm going to do is, if I know that my niche is fitness people, I'm going to go online and I'm going to search for the best fitness gurus or whatever my niche is, right? And now this is really clean. I've never seen it this clean before. But typically you have to go scroll through you have to go find something like this, like the 100 most influential people in health and fitness. And I have to kind of dig through this blog post, right? And as I go dig through that blog post, I'm going to find these names, and I'm going to start plugging them into our Audience Insights and seeing what we get. So, Kayla, I don't want to say her name, Signs. She has got a massive personal brand, so we're going to start with her, and I'll show you how this works. So, I got Kayla Signs. I'm going to go back to this and type in her name. Now, just so you know, all of those gurus that we just found, they're not all going to show up here. Some of them, for whatever reason, Facebook can't target all of them. I don't know if it's like Facebook's catching up with certain audiences. I don't know if somehow these people have a setting in their fan page where like you can't target their people. I don't know, but it does happen like probably 40% of the time. But Kayla is good to go. We can target her stuff. So, I think, as far as I know, Kayla has like a pretty massive personal brand, and she sells her thing, so I'll look her up. And I usually do. I look up their page and what they're kind of into. Okay, yeah. So she's got So she sells literally exactly what we're doing. Got ebooks. Has like a membership program of some kind. So this is literally exactly what we're looking for. Okay, so we're going to target Kayla at Signs. So we're going to come over to our little Google Doc here. And number 1 is Kayla at Signs. And Kayla, if you somehow, for some crazy reason, ever see this video, I'm butchering your name, I apologize. And my wife has used your product, and she likes it. So from there, we're gonna go to the demographics and the page likes and all these things. So basically, this is all of the demographics of people that like Kayla's page. So it's 99% women. That's obvious, but pretty wild. But the one we care about the most is page likes. We're gonna click on that. You scroll down here a bit, and if you see all these pages, these are all pages that are related to Kayla's and pages that other people who like Kayla also like. Meaning, we have a freaking giant list of perfect people to target, perfect specific interests. So we can use Shreds Women, Fitness Tea, Hippie Runner, Bad Kitty, all this stuff, Lime Lush. And what I'll do is I'll go look them up, and I'll see what kind of a brand they are. And if they're the brand that we want, then I will put my target to them. So Shreds, this is it's a product line which I usually would probably avoid, but Shreds is they're super with the times. They do all of their marketing through influencers, from what I can tell. So they've really got it going on. So I would definitely still target them. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come up here and make sure that I can actually target them. And the way I'm gonna find out is if they show up, and they do. So Shreds Women shows up, so I'm gonna put them on my list. I'm gonna make sure that I'm showing you the right screen. All right, cool. And that's it. I'm literally going to do this over and over and over again until I hit 30. Okay? And then once I hit 30, I'm going to go in to my Power Editor, which is where we make our ads inside of Facebook. And I'm going to make a campaign that's called Specific Interests. Okay? Make a campaign called Specific Interests. And then I'm going to target each specific interest in its own ad set. Meaning I'm not going to combine this all into one target, because I want to know which specific interest is doing the best and turn off the ones that fail. And that's it, you guys. I literally do that. I do it about 30 times, and almost always, very rarely does it not work, but almost, I can't think of the last time it didn't work. Literally cannot think of the last time. We do 30. We always find 3 to 8 that are pulling the right numbers. They got the leads where we want them, or we get the cost per acquisition, and then we just scale them up. And scaling is a whole different topic, but this is all about targeting. So wanted to show you guys that, and that's about it. So if this is helpful for you guys, I should mention this at the beginning, but if this is helpful for you guys, do me a favor, like and share this video, because this obviously it would have been incredibly helpful for me when I was getting started. And if it's not helpful for you, then burn the computer down, throw it out the window, and never listen to me again. So anyway, I hope you're having a good day, guys, and I'll talk to you all soon.